Next, we will go over to algebraic expression and how to work with them. A first simple example is to simplify this expression. 4 times parenthesis x minus 11 minus 12 times parenthesis x minus 2. So let's see how we do this. First thing we do is multiply first term. So we start by creating a copy of this term, and then we have multiply first term. That is, we calculate this one, and that will be 4x minus 44. Then we multiply the last term, and that will give us, let's leave the minus there in front, so this will be minus 12x squared minus 24x, like this. Then we handle the negative parentheses. So this means that we are removing the parentheses, so the first term will be negative, but the second one will be positive, like this. And then we add similar terms, and we see that this gives us 28x minus 44 minus 12x. And at last step we reorder the terms. So we have that, move this one first. Minus 12x squared plus 28x minus 44. So let's check whether this is correct. Yes, it is correct. Next, we will look at a slightly different problem. We want to calculate the value of the same expression, but for x equals 3. So for this purpose, we will start by adding a calculation element here, and we copy the expression here, like this. The first thing we will do is we said insert the value of x here. So if we put in x equals 3, this will become 3. This will be 12 times 3 times this parenthesis times 3 minus 12. And then we simplify. So this one here will be minus 8. And this will actually be only 1. So we can just remove it. We have multiply. And this will be minus 32 minus 36, and altogether this gives us minus 68. Okay, let's check whether this is correct. Okay, seems good so far. But there seems to be a problem on the first step. And the first step says that we insert the value of x. And actually this is quite clear, because there is no reason why the value of x should be 3. The checker does not know that. So we need to give this additional information to the checker, and we do it by adding an assumption here. We click on this plus button on top of the calculation and choose assumption here. And now we have an assumption field, and here we will write x equals 3 as an assumption to tell the checker that x has the value 3. And now we check the correctness again. And now everything is correct. Let's then look at a slightly more complicated example. We want to simplify the expression 2x divided by x squared plus x divided by 4. So we just start working on this. We copy the value of the expression here, like this. And the first thing we do is we will divide both numerator and denominator with x in first term. Okay, so we get rid of one x here, and here we get rid of the x, the square. So, like that. We add the fractions, and we find out that this becomes the same as 8 plus x squared, and all of this divided by 4x. Let's check whether this is correct. Well, we have a problem here. The second step seems to be correct, but the first step is not correct. And the reason is that we are not really allowed to simplify a fraction where the denominator could be 0. And here there's nothing which says that x couldn't be equal to 0. However, we can simplify this or solve this problem by adding an assumption. And in this case, the assumption would be that x is not equal to 0. And let's see what happens now. We check correctness again. And this looks much better, because the checker now knows that x cannot be 0. It allows this simplification of the first term and also the calculation of the second term. So in the end, we have a correct solution.